Stamper. Good morning. It is still morning. It's 11 o'clock. So I am happy to be here to show you another card using the, what is it called? Sunshine Vibes suite. And it is a fun rainbow type, happy-go-lucky type card. Look at the shirt I have on. Be the person, the reason someone smiles today. These cards are definitely like that. They're just happy cards. And I love this set. Not everybody does. It's so funny because sometimes you talk to your friends and people who are in Stampin' Up! And they're like, oh, no, I wanted nothing to do with this. And I have to tell you, this was one of the first ones that I wanted to buy. And I told you that yesterday, so I'm kind of repeating myself. But yeah, so we're going to make another card. We made one yesterday. We're going to make one every day this week. And then if you'd like to purchase, or if you'd like to purchase product to get this cards class, all 5 cards for free, all you have to do is purchase $50 worth of product from my Stampin' Up! Store with me as the as your craft person demonstrator, and before taxes and shipping and rewards, and I'll send this to you for free. The only thing that you'll need is the stamp sets and dies that are with this specific suite. So yeah, if you need any more information, just reach out to me. You can either message me on Facebook, Two Long Dogs and a Stamper, or you can email me at georgies2longdogs@gmail.com, or you can give me a text. I will, when I put you down to see the cards, my information is right there. So yeah, so let's get started. Ready? Okay, this is where I screw things up, so hold on tight. Let me make sure that I don't do, you're gonna see my wall for a little bit until I get this correct. See, lovely wall, right? All right, I gotta take you out. There's gotta be an easier way to do this, I know, but for some ungodly reason, I can never think of, I can't figure it out. I think I need more camera. Let's see, are you gonna be upside down? That's always my problem. Oh, I don't think so. I think I did it. Woohoo! Let's see. I think I'm good. Okay, let's pull this way. Nope. Well, I could, and I'll just move this up. Okay, so this is my information. That is all the information. I know it's small, so maybe I should lift it up so you can see it better. Will that help? All my information. Can you see it? Oh, let's go this way. Nope, this way. I'll figure this grammar stuff out. There we go. That's all my information. So if you need to reach me or purchase product through me or ask questions about the wonderful world of Stampin' Up, please go ahead and contact me. I'm gonna put that over here. So, oh, I did not wash my, hold on. I got this big green spot from, I'm doing a scrapbook page, and I'll show you that too. I don't want to get green all over. Okay, so this is the card we are making today. I'm so excited. It's such a fun card. I did use other dies, one other die, and that you would get die cutted out if you purchase this class. The only things that you would need to purchase are ink, of course, and then this set, the Sunshine Vibes. And you get, oh, they all fall out here, all these dies and stamps. let me look at it really quick. I'll show it to you in the catalog. For the catalog, if you wanted the suite is 165156, and it's $63.50. And in the suite, you get the stamp sets, the dies, the embellishments, and this beautiful paper. I showed the paper yesterday on my live, so if you would like to see all the different patterns on the paper, you can go back to yesterday's live, and it will show you that. If you only wanted to buy the stamp set itself and the dies, it is item number 165152. You do get a 10% when you buy the bundle, and it's $43. But I'm telling you, there is a special going on. If you buy a suite, you get a suite for 50% off, or something from a suite from 50% off. So if you love this suite, you can buy the suite, and if you want to buy another thing of paper, you would get that 50% off. Or if you look through the catalog and you found another suite or bundle that you loved, like I love this one I showed you yesterday, and I've used it in my past YouTubes. If you wanted to buy this bundle because it's part of a suite, you would get that bundle for half off. So whatever is more money you would pay, and then the lesser of the two you would get half off. Or if you wanted just the paper, you would get the paper for half off. So it's a really good deal. If you like a catalog, reach out to me, or if you'd like more ideas or explanations about that special, please contact me. But let's go ahead and get started. So for this, like I said, you would need the Sunshine Vibes, but I also used these dies, and I love these dies. I thought I wasn't going to love them that much because they're it's called a Rounded All Dies. It's item number 164725. I didn't think I would like them because they're not like circles. They're weird circles. But I honestly do like them. I'm more of a precise person, or like circles, not these weird circles. You know what I mean? Like I love the nature. What is that? Nature. Let's see if I have them here. I think I used them just recently, but I can't remember where they are. Here, Spotlight in Nature. So I love these. And it's because because they're circles and they just fall right into place into each other. Where these are so not the correct shape. But I do like playing with them. It worked really well, I thought, with this card. So I will die cut that kind of circly thing, that shape out in the cloud cover for you. You do not have to have these dies. We'll be using the Darling Duckling, even though it's Daffodil Delight in this paper, the Darling Duckling I think looks perfectly fine with it. So we'll use a little piece of that, and we will use the muted pellet dots that are in the suite on this card too. It goes with the paper. So let's see. So this card number 2, the base is, the base is Cajun Grays, and it is 5.5 by 8.5 and scored at 4 1/4. You need a piece of DSP. So this is the DSP I chose, but there's so many pretty colors and different styles that it really doesn't matter, because they're all beautiful. You need, and that is 5 1/4 by 4, or 4 by 5 1/4. You need a piece of Daffodil Delight, 2 pieces of Daffodil Delight, one for the inside and one for the outside. I'm a matter, so I like to mat things. And then you need a bunch of scraps so that you can make this rainbow. And here's our kind of circle, and then the insides. Okay, so we don't have a lot of stamping. It's more die cutting than anything. So why don't we get the die cuts ready? Or let's go ahead and get everything ready, and the front ready. It's a brand new glue, so gotta be careful it doesn't come out. Oopsie, came out really, really fast there. We're gonna go ahead and glue this onto the Daffodil Delight. I mean, these are such happy cards. How can you not be happy if you got this in the mail, right? And then, I don't know why. If you're watching, say hi if you'd like, and tell me where you're watching from. And then we're just gonna put this on the front. There we go. And then this is the oblong weird shaped circle, and what I did was I took the cloud cover and I just went around the edges just to give it a little dimension. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I always do a little bit off and then start going on so it's not too much. See, that was a lot. That was more than what I expected, but I think it'll look okay. Oops. There we go. You take it from the glass mat. This glass mat is awesome. Not a lot of wasting of paper. Before we'd have to do it on like the paper, so that the grid paper to keep your area clean from ink. Now we just do this and then wash the mat off. This mat is online store of Stampin' Up. See? Okay, put this aside. I can't remember, did I put this? Nope, I just glued that down. So I'm gonna go ahead and glue that down on the front to make sure that it's the right way. And let's see. I think I did it like this. There we go. And then let's go ahead. Ooh, I forgot the piece for the. You would get a piece of scrap. This is a really big piece of scrap. I took a chunk out of for the back side of the rainbow. So let's go ahead and get our plates for our die cutter, and we're going to add what we can. So we need, let's see, this one. Oops. So you'll get all this cardstock so that you can cut these dies out. Let me get a little piece of tape here. Post-it tape. And then you'll get 2 pieces of scrap DSP. And you'll notice that I cut off the edge. I got this idea from Rose Coleman. She cuts it off so you know that that is the paper that you are going to use for your die cuts. So I'm going to go ahead and take this die and put it on. And the pink one, I'm going to use this die. I'm also going to use tape. This post-it tape is just so that it doesn't move around, and it's great because it doesn't stick to the paper a lot. Like if you use washi tape, sometimes it sticks to the paper and pulls it off and takes the design or rips the paper or the stamp that you've done. This I am going to do in Daffodil Delight. Like I said, you'll get all these pieces. Ooh, this one is so close, but I thought it'd be okay. There we go. See if I can get all of them. I don't think well, actually I won't, because the Cajun Craze one is kind of big. And then this will be the vines. Let's see if I can get this. I love the fact that they gave us 2 vines for this. So we'll just have to do the Cajun Craze by itself. And I'm gonna go ahead and put this through down on the floor. It's just easier. I don't have a lot of room up on my table. Okay, so let's take this off and we'll do the Cajun Craze one. And you can reuse that Post-it tape. Post-it. Yeah, Post-it tape. So there's that. I did use a different, some of it was different, the DSP. Just because that was this, those were the scraps I had, but I did the general same color. There we go. I got up early today and I went for a walk after I sat and drank coffee with my dogs. And doing this, and then my oldest son and I are going to go and get some plants and stuff from Home Depot. Oops. I'm not a plant, I love plants, but I can't grow plants very well, so hopefully I won't kill these. You drop them, all these little holes sometimes. Yep, see how they come out? Or you poke them out. I can do this later, so you don't have to watch me, but so we're gonna go do that and plant some plants and hopefully not kill them. I always say I can grow animals and children, but plants I seem to not do well on, even though I love them. I enjoy them. Does anybody garden out there? Okay, so the last one is the Cajun Craze, and it's this big one, so that's why we couldn't fit all of it on. I'm gonna go ahead and use, and I'll get this done really quick, and we'll put it together. Save all these pieces because this is a big piece of cardstock to just throw away. My first love was scrapbooking. That's how I started crafting with paper. And then I started stamping and then putting the two together. So at the end of this card, I'll show you the scrapbook page I'm working on, and I'm going to show, I think, Wednesday. And I did a class with the, what is it, Turtley Cute, making cards, 4 cards. And I said I was going to use it for a scrapbooking class too, and I just finally got around to it, so I'll show it to you and see if you guys like it. Everybody, it's a personal thing, the way you scrapbook, just as it is making cards. Everybody has their own style. It's just if you like the style or not, right? So let's go ahead and glue the rainbow parts. You don't need a lot of glue, just a little. It's a new one, so I'm afraid to squeeze too hard. Just a little bit. My house smells really good because my son made banana bread. He just pulled it out before I went live. So definitely have to have a piece when we're done here. Okay, and then we'll take the green vines. And put those on. comes out fast at first and then it slows down. Okay. There we go. And then we'll put the pink, petal pink on. It's just a fun layering project. And the Daffodil Delight. Oops, put a little, I missed a spot. Okay. And the last one has got Cloud Cover and Secret Sea. Oops. Yep, I got them all. Thought I didn't get all the dots out. Oh, I see a couple dots. Hold on. Here we go. I got them all now. Okay. There we go. So that's done. Is it done? There we go. Okay, so I did go ahead and I used dimensionals. And I popped this up. Where are my big dimensionals? I used them last night too. Here they are. Put a few on here. That's not what I want to do. Jeez, think about it. I covered the project up. I'm going to put them on here. Goofball. Silly things, right? Figure it out. There we go. Fingers don't want to work with these dimensionals for some reason. Okay. This one still has it. And I kind of put this on an angle, not straight on. There we go. And then I used, again, the linen. I love this linen thread. I use it on like pretty much everything. People probably get bored with it, but it's just a favorite. So I take it and I wrap it around 3 of my fingers a few times. 3. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. And then I snip it. I take it off my fingers and I twist it. And then I tie in the middle to make a bow. And what I do is I just wrap it. 1, 2, 3 times. Give or take. I mean, you could do it more, you could do it less. And then just tie it in the center. And then play with it until you get it the way you want it. There we go. And you just play with the, whatever you want to call this part of the bow. There we go. And then I take a glue dot. And you add it to the back. These glue dots are great. They'll stick. And then I just add it at the bottom of the rainbow. And even like I said, you can play with it. Make it a little There we go. And snip it if you want. And what I did was I frayed the ends too. So I took my take your pick tool and then held onto the bow and then just pulled the pieces apart. Some people like this, some people don't, so you don't have to do it. It's just I like it. There we go. Couldn't get them to fall apart. That's one side. And then the other. Don't forget to hold the bow part or you'll pull it apart. There you go. This one went through so much easier. I picked the right one to start with. Sometimes if you don't pick the right thread, it gets all weird. There we go. And then let's do our stamping. So you got this piece. And all I did was use the thanks. Who doesn't need a thank you card, right? We all need thank you cards. And I used, what did I use? I used Secret Sea. Love this color. I feel like you can use it with a lot of things, like you would be using black, you know? And I just did it along the bottom. And then cut it out. I used my trimmer because I like it to be kind of precise. If I use the scissors, it doesn't always come out straight. You don't have to be that particular. I don't know. Just me. There we go. Okay. And then I took a piece of the ribbon. This is Darling Duckling. It is not Daffodil Delight because, like I said, I didn't have any Daffodil Delight ribbon. So I think this is kind of close enough. And I could have used, either cloud cover or Secret Sea, but it's the first thing I grabbed. I like the yellow on it. And I just did back and forth. So I put a piece of tear and tape and I started here, up, and then down. Oops. What's good about the tear and tape, you can pull it apart if you don't like the way it came out. And I snipped it. Oops, not a good snip. There we go. Yeah, that looks okay. So I'm going to take another piece of tear and tape and put it on the back. As Christine Bertram says, a tear and tape sandwich. And I'm going to squish it down and use a couple dimensionals. Here they are. One on each end because the ribbon's in the center, so you really don't need anything more up there. I have a tortoise and she's walking around. I don't know if you can hear her. She's not huge, but I've had her about 7 years. She's super cute. And I just put it up here. She was a class pet, but she's happier at home, so she stays home. If you don't know, I'm a teacher. So now it's the summertime, and I get to scrap more and stamp more. Okay, on here, I did the sun. I love this I did the sun, the rays, and then I put the dots just to get a little more, give it a little something. Okay, and I use Daffodil Delight. I'm going to close this. I do need to use this, but I'm going to close that for now. This is Darling Duckling. There we go. Daffodil Delight is just a little brighter yellow. Daffodil Duckling. Darling Duckling is a more subdued yellow. So I'm just going to put this down at the bottom. There we go. And then we'll use the rays, the sun rays. Line them up. So pretty, so happy, right? Oh my gosh, like I said, I love this set. So funny how some people love certain sets and some people don't. This was a favorite. Okay, and then I went ahead and used Darling Duckling for the center dots, but I'm going to try and just do tone on tone and see what happens if I use on this one, if I use Daffodil Delight, what happens. Okay, so let's see. Oh, I like that. I do like that. And then just do it over here. It's not much different, but I like that. Okay, and then I just said sending good vibes. Once again, like this is my favorite sentiment on this. Close this up because I used the Secret Sea. Tap, tap, tap. And then I just put it over here in the corner. Close this up. And then we just add bling. And we are done with card number 2. There we go. Let's go ahead and put this in the inside. Some bling. I love the colors in this bling. They're so pretty. I think that's why I like this suite so much, these colors. I love the new cloud cover. That's one of the in colors. So I put a little one up here. Actually, I'm going to put it down here so it can be seen more. And a big one. One of the new in colors, that, and in this, the Secret Sea. And then I put a Daffodil Delight down here. And it's done. So there's card number 2. I like it. Obviously it's going to be a little different because the pattern paper is going to be a little different, the way you cut it. But I think they still both turned out nicely. Okay, let me show you Wednesday night. I'm going to go live, and this is one of the pages I'm going to be making. It's a happy birthday with a totally awesome, which I don't know what I did with the stamp set. I've been using it this morning. You would think I would have it, but These are stamped and colored um, with the Stampin' Blends. And this is that circle, kind of circle die. Oh, I didn't glue these balloons down yet because I haven't decided. There's one more balloon up here. I don't know what happened to it. It's somewhere on my table. And I didn't glue them down yet because I wasn't certain I was going to put it there. So it's going to be a 2-page layout. This is the first page, and I haven't totally finished it, but I wanted to show everybody. So, yeah, this will be tomorrow night at 7. So Wednesday, the 11th at 7. And I'll be live tomorrow at 11 in the morning to do a card number 3 on the Sunshine Vibes card. So let me go ahead and, oops, turn you around. I don't know what happened to my red balloon. I'm gonna have to look. It has disappeared. It's around here somewhere. So, okay, let's see if I can do this without turning me upside down. Let's see. Nope, I think I'll be okay. I don't think I'll be upside down. Here we go. Let's see. Oh no. Gosh darn it. I am gonna be upside down. Okay. I can never remember, so we gotta turn. Sorry guys. The camera needs to be on the right side in order for me not to be upside down. Okay guys, thank you so much for coming and watching me make card number 2. If you weren't here yesterday, card number 1 was this. I know it'll be backwards. Oops. And then you saw card number 2, and card number 3 will be coming tomorrow at 11 o'clock, same channel, 2 long dogs and a stamper. If you have any questions or if you want any information about these wonderful Stampin' Up! Products, or how you can get them in your hands, how you can get a catalog, if you'd like one of my classes, please reach out to me. Either message me on Facebook, 2 long dogs and a stamper, or email me at georgies2longdogs@gmail.com. Okay, thank you so much for joining me. Have a lot of smiles and hearts coming your way. Take care. Bye-bye.